Hey peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name's Arietta and today I'm here for a crafty life. We are going to keep it casual and cozy and just have a little bit of a catch up and a chat whilst I work on one of my silk painting projects. So whilst I am waiting for some people to arrive for the live, I'm just going to start setting up. This is a cushion, so when it's all completed it's going to be a little square silk cushion. It's got a zip already installed and then you just need to sew the edges up when you're all finished with painting. So my first job is to get this frame attached to the silk. So before I start doing that, how is everybody? I can see that we've got Roxy in the chat. Hello. We've got Amy. Hello. I think I possibly saw Shaz. Yes, I did. Hello, Shaz at Pencil Surprises. She is my moderator this evening and is doing a wonderful job as always. Do not apologise for being late. You are not late. This is supposed to be fun and casual. There are no late marks. So, are we all well? Have we all got a beverage? Have we got something crafty to do, or are we just having a chill? Right. So, I'm just going to use these little. They're a bit like thumbtacks, I suppose, but they've got very short little grippy spikes on them for attaching the silk to the wooden frame. That means that it does less damage to the silk. However, when I started out doing this, I was just using regular thumbtacks, so it all works. Hey there, Vicky, how are you? Right. So yeah, the main thing here is to make sure that it is taut, tight. Oh, bacon baguette sounds lovely. Anybody else eating? I do love to hear about food. Very humid. Yeah, I feel like we need another storm. Definitely could do with something to clear the air. They did forecast a bit of rain near me for this evening, but we haven't had any yet. So I've just put 2 pins in that side. I'm going to do 2 in this side, and then I'll do middle ones as well. This is going to get in the way and be annoying, I can tell. Have I got anything that I could clip it with? Yes, I do. Pop a little clip on there, stop it from being quite so unwieldy. Roxy, chicken burgers, garlic peri-peri sauce. That was my dinner last night. How weird. Yeah, that is what we had last night. Chicken burgers, garlic sauce. Today for me was tortellini, spinach and ricotta. It's always, I like to have sort of a quick dinner when I'm on a Wednesday when I'm doing a live. Because I don't want to be rushing, but at the same time I don't want to be hungry. So okay, this has got an annoying crease in the middle of it. I should have ironed it first. That'll teach me. So I was going to do all this beforehand, and I was like, no, that's silly. Do it as part of the live because it's not going to take very long to paint this. One of the nice things about silk painting is that you can get a lot done very quickly. So, especially when in this case I don't have to do any of the outlining because it's all done for me. Yeah, I don't even, I'd already taken this one out of its wrapper, so I don't have the original wrapping that it came in. This was one that I know I bought from eBay because silk painting has sort of gone out of fashion a little bit, and so I have found it's not as easy to get hold of the kits as it used to be. However, there are still some companies out there selling good stuff. I've done one unboxing video in the past of some silk painting, and I did a silk painting demonstration video as well. So we don't need this to be drum tight, it just needs to be tight enough that you're not going to get pools of damp forming. So let's just see how it goes. But yeah, oh, there we go. I'm thinking I don't have the packaging. I've literally just found it sitting next to me. So yeah, so this is from Arties, and it's their gutter collection. So gutter is the lines on the canvas. You can buy blank canvas and draw on your own, or you can buy pre-guttered. So they have several different designs that you can get as cushion covers and different bits and pieces. I definitely had, if not that exact kit, then one very similar to that when I was younger. I started silk painting when I was in school. I was I just, any different craft project I could get my hands on, I wanted to try and I wanted to learn, and it hasn't really changed that much as I've got older. Okay, that's probably, oh, maybe 2 more. I've got plenty. So you finished the bag you were DPing, Shaz. Oh, that's brilliant. I really enjoyed your whip and chat. It was so nice to see you diamond painting again. I know you've struggled with that. So, which company? It's Arties. There you go. That's their little logo. If with this one, I looked it up on eBay, and then there was a few people selling off kits. Tends to be people that they're clearing a relative's house and have found a bunch of craft items kicking about, and they don't really know what to do with them. So, but yeah, you can buy. I mean, I've got, this is a tie blank that at some point or another I'm going to do something with. I've got that. This is the greeting card that I did in a video previously. So these are, yeah, this hasn't been fully put together yet. So these come just as little tiny pictures that you then paint, and then you can stick them inside the window card in the same way that you would with a photograph or anything else that you wanted to put in a card. And then, oh, that wasn't very good, but yeah, and then you can turn them into greetings cards or just display them however you wanted to. Shaz wants to try the new Magnums. What was the one that I saw? I don't know if it was a Magnum, but there was one that was like coconut and mango or something, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely something that I would like to try at some point. So is that enough now? Yes, I think I'm going to say that that's enough, and if it's not as I go, I'll add another one or two. I just missed a comment. Oh, come on. Oh, you need me to kick your butt to do more whip and chats. Don't do them if you don't want to. It was just really nice to see you back diamond painting again. And I enjoyed the whip and chat. So you should definitely, yeah, if you can't diamond paint, do a colouring chat or something, because it's just nice to chat with you. So the most important thing is that you need to have your work raised off the surface, so, and taught. I am not an expert. Like most of the things that you see me do, I am jack of all, master of none, and I give everything a go because I like them. Brushes, you want quite a fluffy brush and lots of water. There's several different techniques you can use. People do beautiful things where they put on the inks and then they add rock salt, and that sort of sucks the water out, and then you get these gorgeous marble effects. For something that's detailed like this, I'm probably just going to go in and paint it, fairly regular colours, and we'll see how it goes. So I've got these are PBO, I don't know how you say it, but CETASilk is their brand. Well, the brand is PBO, and then CETASilk is what they are. So little silk paints. These ones are heat set, I believe. It's been a while since I looked up. Well, actually, yes, yeah. So these ones are made permanent by ironing, essentially. So. Right. So got this very dirty, tiny little mixing pot that I use just for silk paints. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of purple, because purple. Okay, so I'm going to start off using it not watered down, just exactly sort of plain, if you like. I'm going to move you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. When this goes up, I will pop into the comments and not in the description, and I'll leave some links to where you can buy different things. So it sort of paints itself. You don't need very much, and you can see it just spreads out, but it doesn't go past that black line. So there we go. First bit's done, and you don't have to worry about going outside the lines because you sort of can't. So now it's just a case of deciding what colours do I want to do where. So I think I'm going to do all of these inside bits purple. Are we still talking about ice creams? I love that. Oh. So I don't know if anybody else saw my community post. I had been saying about not knowing what to do for the lives, and I put up a little a survey of suggestions, and one of the things that was very popular was to do more sculpting using the Not Another Crap kit. Why doesn't it bleed? Because the lines are the non-porous. Yeah, the so it. Let me. So yeah, so wherever I put it, it'll go up to those lines, but not past it, because it's like a waterproof barrier, if you like. There you go. Yeah, so people wanted me to do more sculpting using the Nerdy Crafty kit, and I will be doing that starting from next month. I figure, there's 4 lives in a month roughly, and I can then spend that time. That'll give me enough time to create a character, but what I need is some kind of inspiration, suggestions, whatever, as to what sort of character you want me to create. So I'm open to suggestions. You can pop them over on the Crafty Coven if you like, or in the comments on the community post. I don't mind, wherever it ends up. That would be cool. I figure it might be fun to make something that everybody sort of has some input into. Sorry, I'm just getting out a few more colours so I don't have to keep going back and playing with these big pots of what have I missed? I haven't done red. Red is what I've missed. Oh, and I've just right. So now I've got a full lot of colours. Okay. Yeah, so with the gutter, it's the same with these ones. If I wanted to draw my own design, you would use this to make the outlines, leave that to dry, and then it provides that sort of barrier so that, yeah, doesn't go over. Obviously in these tiny spaces there's not a lot of opportunity for sort of mixing or matching, but on larger, more open spaces you can get some really lovely shading, such as, get this one out again, so you can, sorry, I had paintbrush in my mouth. Yeah, you can see here on these petals where there's a bit more space, you can do a combination of wetting the silk with water, and then also using a combination of colours to get some really nice effects. Obviously the other difference with this one is that the gutter is gold on this one, so you can also get gutter that washes out once it's done, which I think, let me just check. Iron to fix colours. No, it doesn't say. Yeah, some of them have gutter that sort of washes out after the fact, but this doesn't seem to be that sort. Hi Colette. This is what I'm using here is silk paint. I don't know if there's anything particularly special about it. I've only ever used actual silk paint. That's a slightly different brand of silk paint. That's DMC, which came with another small kit that I got. But it's very watery and highly pigmented. I think it's probably more like a fabric dye. Yeah, and yes, I was right. Yeah, it's 5 minutes under an iron to make it permanent. love when you guys are having conversations. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I'm so busy concentrating, and then I look up and I'm like, I have literally no idea. Not a clue. Okay, so I've put some purple burgundy sort of colour into these corners, but then I'm going to add water to the rest of the silk in this section and see if I can coax it out. So you get sort of a faded kind of look.
Can I say hi?
You can say hi if you want, yes. This is my daughter.
Hi. Ben's watching.
Oh, Ben's watching. Hi, Ben.
Apparently.
Okay. Chat are talking about World of Warcraft. So,
Oh, very nice.
yeah.
He said he's going to say hello.
What's Vicky's gonna have to write herself off. Been at work. Oh, yeah. You need to do what's best for you. Gosh, how have I been live already for 25 minutes? There was me thinking that I'd get loads done. And I really haven't. But that's fine. It's supposed to be enjoyable, not a race. So. Ultrasound, confirmation of inflammation before treatment. Oh. Yeah, definitely sounds like you need to allow yourself some time. I've got to go and have them do bloods on me next month, which I'm not looking forward to, but it's one of those routine things. It's you take tablets, therefore we must check your bloods, so we will see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be all fine. Hospital say speak to GP regarding painkillers. GP says you need to speak to the hospital. Yeah, that's such a annoying and unfortunately common thing. You end up one department not understanding that the other one. Yeah, I have a similar issue with my migraine treatment because that's dealt with by the migraine hospital specifically, and then my GP doesn't really know what exactly is going on. So right, let's get some more colours in here. I'm going to go orange for these sort of sunburst bits. And you really do need to just sort of, it's one of those trust the process things where you can put a blob down and trust that it will spread to the edge of where it needs to be. You can always go back in and add more, obviously, but what you don't want is to create any sort of puddling, because if you've got too much, then that's when I guess it's an effect, but it's maybe not what you want. So there are so many super fancy techniques that I've read about people using for silk painting, but if you just want to have a go on, like, you know, as a hobby level, this is just quite relaxing and really quite a nice way. You know, it's a bit like adult colouring, but at the end of the day you get something nice that you can either frame or you can use. In this case, obviously it's a cushion cover, but I made last year for trying to think, was it Mother's Day? I can't remember if it was Mother's Day or her birthday, but I made my mother-in-law a silk scarf that again came with the pattern already for me to do, and I sat and painted that for her. You know, that took a good few evenings of work, because I only work on this much at a time. So, oh my goodness, all of the young adults are in the room. So hello Ben, hello Lena, hello Eloise. Lena is my other daughter. Unofficially, I have adopted her, so I'm her other mother. Ben, I think your autocorrect is changing the spelling for Lena's name. Unless this is a nickname that I was unaware of. Hello. Does this mean I'm officially now Family Channel? Oh no, I do not want a YouTube Family Channel. They're a bit cringe. Well, it's nice to have you here for the lives, because I've not had that before. So, I mean, it's a little bit silly that Eloise is here, given that she's just upstairs, but still, I'm not going to complain about the view. having a view and a bit of watch time, it all helps. No, I promise I will not. I will not be vlogging. No. Oh, I will be knocking the camera though. No family vlogging channel. No, I didn't even vlog at camp. So oh, first mistake. That'll teach me. I'm getting too cocky. Okay, so right, Colette, when it's done, it just needs ironing, because these get sealed with heat. So I'm just going to put some water on there in the hope that I can flush that mistake out without causing too much of a mess. So yeah, when that when that patch dries, it should be okay. And obviously the other colours will eventually go over it. Let's just mop that bit up from down there. So this one, this kit is designed to be a pillowcase, but you can get, yeah, so that's the kit. Obviously I'm not following their suggested colours or anything. And in fact, that's not even the same. Just it's a similar design, but it's not exactly the same. But yeah, so this is already designed to just, once it's finished, quick iron and sew around the edges and cushion cover. Done. Nice and easy. Other ones are just scarves. I don't think you were here earlier, Colette, when I showed. This is a from the company called Arties. It's a silk tie blank. Yes, any old iron. So yeah, so you could paint this and then give it as a gift, obviously, and it's ready to go. You can even, if you are trawling charity shops or Goodwill, any silk handkerchiefs that are, you know, particularly if they're pale in colour already, then you can add to them with your own designs. The gutter tubes you can pick up online or at any art store. This Pebeo brand seems to be quite common. I know brain. The Big Craft Shop. Oh my god, that's not really helpful. What are they called? Oh, okay. Having a complete brain fog moment. What is it called? I want to say Craftably, but that's a diamond painting company. That's not a craft shop. Oh goodness. Anyway, Hobbycraft. Thank you, Roxy. Oh my goodness. I was just having an absolute moment. Thank you for liking my nails. They are they need redoing really, but I do like a bit of glitter. Yeah. Gotta have a little bit of bling. So yes, Hobbycraft, my goodness. So yeah, Hobbycraft stock Pebeo kits. I think they make a lot of kind of starter kits. Definitely a senior moment, chicken. Yeah, definitely. The works, I don't know if I've seen silk painting, but you might be lucky in there. Yeah, maybe. Probably worth looking at their website to see, because I would think that it might be sort of like around Christmas time where they have a lot more kits that you could sort of gift for people. Then yeah, but the works it's always worth checking. Same with the range. My first felting kit came from the range in their art section. It was a very basic one, but it gave me sort of an idea of what I wanted to, what it was like, what I wanted to do. Excuse me, everybody. Goodbye. That's right. Hubby's going to work. See you in the morning. So, the joys of working nights. I'm glad I don't do it. Although the amount of times I've made videos late at night is. Right, I'm going to leave that bit until it's a bit more dry and then I'll come back and fix that colour. Why are you laughing at me saying hubby? What's wrong with hubby? I didn't look at silk painting items on Temu, and I'm waiting on an order at the moment. So if I can help it, I don't really want to have to place another order with them anytime soon, but you never know. If I end up with a bit of store credit because I've had to return something, then maybe I will have a look. But yeah, honestly, I've had really good luck on eBay when it comes to silk painting accessories. Just because, as I said, I think it's a bit out of fashion at the moment. But there is also, oh my goodness, that's so bad that I can't remember the name of the company. Hold on, let me see if I've got it written down. Nope, I don't think I do. Oh, or do I? No. I previously did an unboxing for a diamond painting. Not diamond. Oh, where's my brain today? Yes, Ben. I'm working at night now, but it's a bit different. I get to stay in the comfort of my own home. Oh goodness, what were they called? They're like the silk painting company. Oh, silkcraft.co.uk. There we go. Silkcraft.co.uk. I did an unboxing of some items from them previously. I will link it down below. But one of the things that I got from them was a kit for making a silk necklace. So it's got polystyrene balls that go inside sort of a tube of silk that you paint yourself. It's one of the things that I picked up from them. And also things like this pre-stretched plain silk picture disc, I suppose. My plan at some point is to put my channel logo on here and silk paint it, but I've not been brave enough yet. So maybe in a future live, although what I might do is do the guttering bit first off camera. And then yes, this was one of the other things I got from the silkcraft.co.uk, which is, these are bookmarks that you paint yourself. So yeah, you get the 5 bookmarks, you paint them, you iron them, and then you've got nice silk bookmarks. So yeah, so many craft activities come with crinkly noises. I'm forever having to apologize for things crinkling. Not to mention the fact that my chair is also really creaky, so I have to deal with that when I'm recording. Okay, so where are we at? Oh my goodness, time's flying by. My plan will have to be to finish this off camera, I think, and then show you it in a future video. Let's do some little flowers. Oh, and that's all right, my screen is about to time out. I don't want that to happen. There we go. So yeah, the bookmarks are really pretty. So yeah, I assume that they're still on the website. I haven't looked, but yeah, it's, there you go, silkcraft.co.uk. Yeah, just gives you basic suggestions of how to paint them on the back. And yeah, there's lots of things out there once you start looking. That little company I liked because they seemed like a small business and they're UK based, which is always nice, both in terms of supporting local-ish and also just in terms of saving on things like postage. And I literally, when I first ordered from them, I went to their website and I just looked at what things were in the sale. And that was kind of where I started, was, okay, how can I get the most for my money? Looked at what was in the sale and then looked at other things that I wanted. But yeah, I think one of the things that I enjoy about having lots of different craft hobbies is that if one thing has become a bit much, there's always something else that I can do or there's something I can do whilst I wait for something else to set or to dry. It's much like, I've just finished a pretty big diamond painting that was all square drills, and now the next one I'm doing is very small and round, and I'm really looking forward to that, just because it's a change. It's just something a bit different from what I've been doing, which is
Collect. You make your own bookmarks and laminate them.
Yeah, you would probably be able to laminate a silk bookmark as well, actually, to give it a bit, a bit more longevity. Is that the word? Yeah, I think so. I've done diamond painted bookmarks before. Those are always fun. I think bookmarks and cup mats are probably the thing that I do sort of the most of, just because they're quite compact and useful. There's always someone that you can gift one to. So yeah, although at the moment it's resin tea light holders is my current thing that I've made lots of. In fact, once I've done all these little red flowers, I will show you, because I'm not actually planning to make a video of the tea light holders, so you can have a little behind the scenes moment. So, right. Oh, okay. Tea light holders. So, I've got, this was a Temu purchase of a crystal mold. The crystal molds that are just like lumps of crystal I really liked, but I wanted something that also had like a practical purpose, because I have actual lumps of crystal, so it seemed a bit weird to just make some fake crystals without having a use for them. So this is the mold that I picked up. It looks like a set of teeth on the inside. It's really cool. So the first one I made, which was the first one? I think it was the purple one I made first. Yeah, so was this one, which just sort of, I think I put too much glitter in it for it to look like real amethyst, but I do like it, and it looks really nice when it's lit up with a candle. So then I did a blue one with sort of frosty tips and tried to get a bit of a gradient with different shades. Then I was playing around with adding alcohol inks and thinking about, sometimes you get these sort of bands of metal sort of inside crystals. Things like tiger iron has got these metallic-y stripes. So yeah, I was pleased with how that one came out. And then most recently, I had a go with this one, trying to make something that was sort of a bit opaly, maybe. I'm trying to take inspiration from nature while still allowing myself to be a bit whimsical and magic-y. But yeah, it's nice to play around. And at the same time, I've been doing those, and the other resin project that I've been doing is I got myself a mold that's got holographic built in. I think, Shaz, you've got a mold like this as well. And I did a butterfly. Oh, can I get it so you can see the holographic inside it? Not really in this light. So the clear butterfly, I like it, but yeah, the holographic is quite hard to see. It's got a little hole in, so you could hang it up, maybe like make like a sun catcher. And then yesterday I decided
I had some black resin left over, and I was amazed with the difference that made in terms of you being able to see the holographic there on that butterfly. So that's nothing I've added to the resin. That is just the mold that does that. It's so clever. The first time that I ever saw this idea of a holographic mold was on Anne Reardon's channel, How to Cook That. She used a hollow mold for chocolate and managed to get a hollow print on her chocolate bar. It was just absolute bonkers. But I quite like the idea of doing holographic chocolate at some point, although not with these molds because they've had resin in. But yeah, so this was the set, exactly the same mold, but the hollow just doesn't show up quite so much. Although I think, sort of, if you just get the sun on it right, you can see it. But this has also got some hollow glitter in it as well. So they would make good cover minders. Are they a bit big to be cover minders? Maybe, I don't know. They are beautiful though. This was another Temu mold. They were. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, so that's the mold, and you can just see the hollow inside the mold. There's 3 or 4 different designs of butterfly that they have as a mold, but they are about £4 or £5 each. So I just got the one for now, and we'll see. But yeah, I really enjoyed making those. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them other than hang them up and just look at their prettiness. So yeah, I mean, resin is really Shaz's thing. It's not, it's something I do for me more so than on the channel, although I do have a resin video coming up next month. But yeah, I've just uploaded it today, but it doesn't actually go live until next month. So yeah, something to look forward to maybe. So I don't really understand how the molds work with the hollowing. I think it's to do with like really tiny. Quindara, hi. We're just talking about hollow molds, holographic molds for resin. I think it's tiny micro, like I don't know, like a micro texture within a mold. I think just based on, I'm trying to remember back to watching Anne's video with the chocolate. She had to make sure that the chocolate particles were really smooth, because if the chocolate was too kind of gritty, it wouldn't get into the mold, into those details of the mold. And that's, yeah, I'm really trying to think back now, and considering the state of my brain, that's oh. So, but yes. Oh, and Shaz, while I've got you here, I'm glad that your Treat Someone Tuesday gift arrived. I think that male body mold, that sounds strange, that the mold of a male body will work perfectly fine with the female mold that you've already got. I think they'll make a perfect god and goddess couple, which is what I was after. And then I can have my sort of moon goddess and sun god. So yeah, I don't know, I was whether to go with no, I think that's kind of how I would go with it. The other option, I guess, is to go very earthy with the goddess and then sky with the god figure, but yeah, sorry, this is massively off topic for everybody else that's listening. So if you pop over to Pencil Surprises channel, today she unwrapped a piece of Happy Mail that I got for her as part of my Treat Someone Tuesday. And this is because Shaz makes a lot of resin items on her channel, and she had made this gorgeous, like what I would consider a real woman. So curves and all, female statue that was all gold and glitters. And I had thought, how cool would that be to have on an altar setting when I'm doing my witchcraft rituals, but to have her as like the sky, so in like deep blues with star glitter. And yeah, so then it became a thing of, oh well, if I'm going to have a goddess one, it would be nice to have a god one. And yeah, so yeah, so lots of different options. Oh, you're gonna work on the resin on Saturday. Excellent. Does that mean that we're gonna get a resin with Dad video? That would be cool. Although you've got no live this week, have you? Oh, you found a mold for an Earth Mother. Oh, so yeah, resin with Dad on Sunday, but no live on Saturday. Okay. I realise that you're allowed to have a life, but I will miss you. It's become part of my routine now, watching your lives. Although I will also be busy this weekend because as of tomorrow, we start the Home Horror Pride film festival, which if anybody is interested in a bit of spooky horror, particularly if you are also interested in something that supports LGBT communities, then the Home Horror Pride event is well worth it. They're offering the screenings of films this Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, streaming into your house, and it's a pay what you can afford. So yeah, really really affordable way to see some premiere, some UK premieres, some that are European premieres, and I think there may be a couple of world premieres in there as well. So it's going to be very cool. I'm very much looking forward to it. So that is how I will be spending my weekend, is chugging popcorn and watching movies in my living room. So I mean, it's absolutely great for someone like me that can't leave home very easily. It's great because I get to still feel like, yeah, that's the sort of thing that I miss, is because we used to go to London and see, take part in film festivals, and I can't do that anymore. But now I get to do it from the comfort of my home. It was something they started doing during lockdown and have continued to do. I've just missed a question from Quindara. Would you be interested in Moon Goddess and Sun God colouring pages? Oh my goodness, yes. I'd be happy to help. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yes, we should chat. Yes. Yes, we will definitely have to. Yeah, because I get frustrated sometimes when you try and find things that are witchy or pagany, and what you get is kind of knockoff Harry Potter. And yeah, that's not going to do it for me. That's not what I want. I realise I've not been explaining what I'm doing here. For this sort of background section, I've just been using water to wet the silk first, still staying within the boundaries of the area that I want to work on, and then adding the colour, so you get sort of a little bit of variance of tone, and it sort of becomes more oh, what's the words today, my goodness, it sort of fades out at the edges. Yeah, you get more shading. That's sort of what I'm trying to say. Do as I command. Oh gosh, no, it still has to be something that you're interested in. Yes, yeah, we'll chat about it on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is definitely, it's going to have a bit of a retro quality to it, I think, this one. The original picture was they describe it as folklore. I guess it's kind of got an arts and crafts kind of folksy kind of thing to it. Yeah, but okay, let's dot the middle of these little flowers. I'm adding far too much colour there. So yeah, I will get this finished, and then I can show you in the future when it's done. In fact, this is the sort of thing I probably could sit and do while watching a film, because it's quite chill. But we have, oh, Queer Runner. You do this every time. I'm just about to be like, well, it's time to go. And then you turn off. Hello. Lovely to see you as always. How are the scissors? I hope that they're getting lots of use. You're going to have to find your way down south at some point and come cut my hair for me. Right. Let's see if I can fix that green bit. There. The other thing that I didn't mention is that if you go back into a bit that you've already painted, you get yet another different kind of effect from it. So, but that is our hour up. I'm very happy to have enabled you in a new craft. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I am only teasing you. I hate that you arrive and then I say goodbye, and I feel like I don't want you to feel like that I'm doing it on purpose. I am definitely not. But yeah. So obviously there is plenty more of this for me to work on. But I've done that central section there. I'm going to leave that to dry before I put it away, obviously, because that's the other thing. You don't want bits that are still damp to touch other bits, because it will transfer the ink. Oh, you've yet to try your scissors, but you've got a trial shift a week on Friday. Excellent. Oh, that's brilliant news. I'm so glad. So really good. yes, so thank you to everybody for joining me today. It's been fun, and we've had new people in chat, which is always nice. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. If you are watching this on replay, please use the hashtag replay in the comments and let me know how you are doing and whether you've tried silk painting before. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. Thanks as always to everybody. If you want to check out my other videos, there will be links in the end cards on the replay. And you can always come and find me on Facebook at the Crafty Coven group. And if you want to support the channel a little more financially, you can do so by checking out the Patreon. Okay. I hate saying goodbye. It's always a bit weird. Okay, right. That's it from me for today. And until next time, stay crafty.